Hi everybody, how's it going? Today is October 24th, 2024. It is a Thursday. You know what that means, Monster Strike news, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over today. So without further ado, I think my mic is a little bit too far out. Let's get started. Of course, we have a debut quest tomorrow. Gozetsu difficulty. Pedio will be making his debut tomorrow. Sorry, his, her, it's, I'm actually not sure. But 7 p.m. Japan time is when this starts. So if you are up and are ready to take this on, good luck. And of course, we are nearing the end of October. 30th will be Monster Strike Day. And we have a luck exchange ticket for you there that you can pick up along with a super level scroll, a useless friendless refresh item, and the Waku Waku stick if you have 3 or more lucky monsters. And of course, don't forget you can exchange for alternate strike shot voices for the most recently released limited character there. Was it Sanzu? Or is it Kuon? No, it's Sanzu, right? I forget already. I'm sorry. But don't forget to pick that up if you have not done so already. And then we are getting a new Retsu Quest. Really cool art there, and I guess I'm sure people are already theorizing who is the original character, that this is a corrupted form of Birimisku will be our next enemy. And I'm actually not sure where the names are coming from, so it makes it really hard to Romanize, so I'm just doing the closest I can to what it sounds like in Japanese. The Birimisku will be the next one. And here are its abilities. Here we got a bounce, the Gengyo type, the occult class. Super balance will be his type as well. Super anti-damage wall, anti-magic circle, strike shot, turn charge on the main. Gauge, you got anti-block, anti-speed down on, status effect recovery. The shot skill, which again, remember, this is the one that activates each time this monster shoots, except when you use your strike shot. He will heal each time a friendly is touched. So he basically has an innate healing, recovery ability, right? But what's caught my eye is of course the assist skill, which applies to all non-true transcended friendlies, and that is it will heal magic circle chicken state at the start of every map. I have to start there twice, which I'm sorry, but this is, I don't know, this is pretty big. The amount of times that you get screwed over because one of your monsters is in a chicken state is not, not insignificant. So being able to carry this Retsu monster along with your team to be able to heal chicken state each map start is pretty big, I think. I feel like that has huge implications. So we'll see. Very interesting. Strike shot is a first, but it's just basically a combo of 2 existing ones. You got all touch friendlies will get into the bubbly mode, and you have the motivate, which means your friendlies will start moving the moment you touch them as well. The bump combos for him is Chosen to Pierce Homing 18 along with a Super Reflect Cross Laser EL. And as noted, Birimisku's debut will be next week, so if you can take him on her, 7 p.m. Japan time as well. Good luck. And then we got the announcement of a new collab. Of course, if you knew what the leak was, you were probably spoiled on this, as was I. But this is pretty cool to see. We are getting the quintessential quintuplets, and this will be a combo gacha with the Choju Shinsai. So it's not a standalone collab, but rather a combo collab with a gacha. This of course means it's going to be limited in terms of things that you do with this quest, except for gachaing for it. Now, the important thing about this, and this is why it was very difficult to get the quintessential quintuplets working, is that there are 5 sisters, and to relegate 2 of them to the 4 5-star status would be pretty sacrilegious, I guess, I assume, right? Like, you can't just demote 2 of these sisters to a lower state. So how are they going to do that? Well, this is exactly what I expected them to do if they bring it, is that all of them are going to be the 6-star level monsters. So all 5 sisters are 6 stars. You have no 4 5-star monsters with the the collab, and that doesn't happen when you have a combo with the Chojushin Sai either. So it's a great way to make it work. Now, of course, the downside is you have 5 characters that you would need to pull for to comp this, which is going to be a lot more difficult than your usual 3. So still cool, but we've got all stats available for each of the 5 sisters, and we'll start with number 1. If you haven't guessed, all of these sisters are from the Nakano family, and they all have a number representing their order, I guess they were born, despite them being quintuplets, right? You gotta get they're still in order to them, right? They all have that number associated with their actual name. So we'll start with Nako Ichi as our first character here, and she is a Pierce Demi-Hume Blast type with Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Mind Super L, Weak Point Killer L, Super Laser Stop M. On the gauge you have Anti-Magic Circle and Super Anti-Speed Down Wall. Strike Shot, Speed and Power Up, and will rarely speed up on a wall touch, and it's not really rarely, but you know, was it your forwarder? Yeah, your, right? She had that kind of strike shot, so if you have that feel for her, how often her you know, speed up rarely activates, it's a pretty decent amount of time, and has, I feel like, a pretty good activation rate. Bump combos for her is Touch Pierce Shot and the Super Pierce Weak Point Lock on Shockwave 5. Now, in going over all of these monsters, they do, I believe a lot of them had pretty significant like use cases where they would be helpful, and so I'm trying to pull that up as I am talking, and I guess they don't have that in here, but obviously a good attractive point for her here is the fact that that is 4 solid, you know, anti abilities that she has, as well as having Weak Point Killer L with a bomb combo that links directly to that, is always a good thing to see. So pretty cool to see that for her, and this looks like it would be great for the Shinen stages, the dark level. So if you are having trouble with that, maybe this is a nice one to pick up. And that strike shot being an 8+8 is really cool too, so don't sleep on that. Next up, number 2, we've got Nakano Nino, right? And Nino here will be our second character. Pierce type as well, and the Blast type to go with that. They're all going to be Demi-Hume. One of them's not like a beast or something. Super Minesweeper, Anti-Magic Circle, Barrier, and Super Laser Stop M will be her abilities. On the gauge you have Anti-Speed Down Wall and Super Anti-Transport Wall. Strike Shot, speed up and increases the weak point effectiveness of hit enemies for a set amount of turns, and then touched friendly units will get defense up and bubbly mode for a set amount of turns as well. That means bump combo additional utility as well to help out, bound charge and speed bump combo up, and she will be great for Forcer if you are still struggling with that Retsu Quest. You can pick her up for that. She also is usable in the 29th floor of the Abyss, and well, I mean, just the fact that this is a solid support character, it looks like, right? A lot of helpful abilities to go with her, so pretty cool to see that with Nino here. And next up we've got Nakano Miku, right? You can read 3 as Mitsu, right? So that is our third sister here, and she is a balance type, also being Pierce, with Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Anti-Damage Wall, Super Minesweeper M, and Mafuji EL, that's the Demon and Demon Mancer type Slayer, which is pretty popular enemy class, right? On the gauge you have Anti-Transport Wall, Soul Steel L, and Strike Shot Turn Charge Reducer. Strike Shot for her, she gets speed, power, and defense up for a set amount of turns. She will also turn into a counter fire killer, as well as getting accelerator mode on that turn, and she will rarely delay hit enemies. And again, rarely, it's gonna be more often than it is, you know, the word would insinuate. But it is going to be a random level for that. So we'll have to see how random. I'm sure in a few days, all of that will be out after the collab starts, and I'll have that rundown video for you guys. I will probably just combine it with the gacha since there is no other significant events with a collab that goes with the Chojushin side. So it'll probably be a combo video. And then for where she's going to be useful, she has a place in the gardens. Level 3 for the gardens, she can shine. Also seems like she'll be usable for the Akila EX stage as well as Mama Gowashi's Gozetsu difficulty. So obviously I think the EL Slayer is going to become in super handy. So that's pretty cool to see. Alright, yep, next we've got the fourth sister. We've got Nakano Yotsuba. And she, you know, got clovers everywhere, which is cool to see. Yotsuba, of course, the 4-leaf clover. Bounce, our first bounce type out of the sisters, right? She's a speed class as well. And then we've got super anti-damage wall, Minesweeper M, anti-speed down wall, and long power mode, along with anti-block and the Demon Mancer Mafuji killer. Just the regular flavor here. Strike shot speed and power up, and will guarantee to delay all hit enemies and reduce strike shot turn count of all touch friendlies. Her bomb combo is the high reflection cutter along with bubbly gift. And so for Yotsuba here, she is going to be good for Nette Kishi, the EX stage, and also usable in Sama's Gozetsu level as well as 27 of the Abyss. And yeah, I think Nette Kishi was notably a really difficult stage, right? And so that I'm assuming her killer is going to come in handy there. So being able to shine there is going to help out a lot of people, I'm sure. So pretty cool to see that with Yotsuba here. And then last but not least, we have Nakano Ichi as our final character of the sisters. And she is back to a Pierce type and a Balance type as well, with the abilities of Super Anti-Damage Roll, Super Anti-Warp, Minesweeper M, Regen M, On the Gauge, Anti-Magic Circle, and Wall Boost M. Strike shot for her is speed power up and will turn touched walls into healing walls for a set amount of turns, and then will move again after she is done moving to, you know, deal more damage after she's stopped, which is very useful because if you have stages where something happens after you kill something, right, with the blue skulls, you can actually take full advantage of that afterwards, which is always a cool thing to see with this kind of strike shot. She is usable in the original set of castle stages, level 3, and Predevil is a good stage for her. So maybe a little bit lacking in terms of the higher end difficulty quest, but maybe just something to look forward to her in the future to see where she can shine. So yeah, those are your 5 sisters. Pretty cool to see. And this gacha will be available for about 1.5 weeks. I believe that's 10 days, right? The 26th through the 5th. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool to see. But you know what's also cool to see? The fact that you will be getting one of the 5 sisters absolutely for free, right? You just log in, get a free pull, and you will get one of those 5 sisters, again, free of charge. You don't get to choose which sister you want. It's gonna be a 20% pull, I assume, of the 5 sisters, but it is very cool to see that you are guaranteed to get 1 out of 5. So please don't forget to do that and pick up your free quintessential quintuplet, and hope you get the one you want. Alright, well, this is a Legends Chojushinsai combined collab, so it's not going to be a full-fledged collab. We've got a collab quest though. We're going to be collecting Futaro coins by beating, I'm not sure we're going to be beating up Futaro here, but you're going to be playing this quest and collecting those coins to exchange for rewards. Like these coin quests, there's always a treasure chest type of thing. This time it's going to be these study aid books, right? These sankosho. that's treated as a treasure box. Make sure you kill the books, read the books, I guess, before they run away. You'll get some extra coins that way. And of course, as is always the case, if you are playing the quest via co-op, you will have a higher count of coins drop from the set of books here. So make sure you take advantage of co-op to the best you can to make this a little bit more efficient. And one of the characters that you can get from the coin exchange store is going to be Uesugi Futaro himself, along with Raiha here. Raiha. I don't know their relationship, but pretty cool to see you can get more characters there. And here is a sampling of the rewards. You can see that there's titles, alternate strike shot voices, and of course in-game items after you can pick up that max luck of Futaro and Raiha there. Do note that some of these might have restrictions or limits in terms of how many copies of each item you can pull, but just make sure you chug away on that quest and pick up as many coins as you can to make yourself happy. And of course, it wouldn't be a collab without some login rewards. On day 1, you will get 1 copy of Futaro and Raiha there, along with the title, as well as each day thereafter a good job stamp matching one of the quintessential quintuplets. And login rewards will last until the 4th when the gacha goes away. And that's it for the collab. No Geki Kyukyoku high difficulty quest going along with this. It seems it's just going to be a simple coin collecting gacha type collab. We'll see if something surprises us on the next news. That'll give us maybe a 4 or 5 days, which isn't out of the question to get something new to do something. So it might be a one and done kind of quest. We'll see. I don't know what kind of enemies there would be in the quintessential quintuplets, or maybe it'll be something like we saw with the Madoka Magica, where we get we got the summer versions of that. Maybe we'll get a Halloween flavor. I don't know. We'll see. Now back to the normal Monster Strike stuff. We've got 2 Jushinkas today, Transcensions to talk about. We've got Yosen here, Pierce, Super Balance, Deity, Anti-Damage Wall, Anti-Speed Down Wall, Long Speed Mode. Connect skill, you have Super Minesweeper M, and then Demi-Hume Samurai Slayer L, and then finally Bump Combo Boost for his connect skills. To activate that, you will need 2 or more non-deity class monsters or 2 or more non-balance type monsters in your team. His strike shot is a bash, kick for some static damage, and then will also heal after all is said and done. Bump combos all enemy lock-on laser EL along with Bakuzetsu slashes. And I said there was 2, so the second one that got a Jushinka will be Titania here. Titania is going to be a bounce sprite super blast type with super anti-wind, anti-transport wall, dark element resist. For the gauge we have anti-block, strike shot turn charge. For the connect skill, that is super anti-warp and counter killer M. That will be activated with 2 or more non-blast types or 2 or more pierce type monsters in your team. Her strike shot is going to be a bash with counter mode, and with the counter mode you get your bump combos activated at 50% power. Her bump combos are Bakuzetsu Breath and Defense Bump Combo Up. So really only useful for that Bakuzetsu Breath. Okay, we'll see how those 2 characters fare. They'll be available next Tuesday as usual for the Jushinka unlockings. And then before we go, they had a little cool collab with the Jaggariko Calbee. Very nice little like potato sticks. It's like fries, right? But not like deep fried fries. Very dry fried. That doesn't make it sound good. It is really good. Very flavorful. Very nice. So if you're in Japan and want to pick up some, you'll be able to see these Jaggariko canisters, cups, with some Monster Strike characters on them. So don't miss out. That starts on the 29th. And you can take advantage of a bunch of like mini games that come with it too. So enjoy. Next news will be next week, same time as usual at Halloween. That'll be 4 p.m. as usual, Japan time. And here are your lucky monsters. Hopefully you finished up Wanwan there. Cool to see Pine. I remember actually, you know, back in the day, I didn't really farm stuff, but Pineapple, I love Pineapple, so Pine was definitely a priority there. Actually, I don't know if it's actually on this account or if it's the old account. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, if you're excited about the collab, let me know in the comments below. Always good to see those comments. ENG Monst, Twitter/X, all the slides are already on there, so you can take a look at that. Take a look at them at any times. And of course, like and subscribe this channel if you have not done so already. Last but not least, link to the Discord channel is in the description below if you want to join other folks who love the game and speak English as well. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.